welcome. Well, very warm welcome to all you guys on MindShift. It is said that human potential is limitless. All it needs is a little direction. And that is why I bring to you on MindShift special guests across science, spirituality, and business to help you invest in self mastery. Today, I'm back with one more episode that'll help you invest in your personal and professional development. Today's guest is truly a special one. He's somebody who's had his fair share of experience working with multinational organizations and being an entrepreneur. In his career, spanning more than 17 years, he has juggled various roles, managing multicultural teams, devising test market strategies for software and hardware technology products, and leading his own entrepreneurial venture, providing concierge and corporate services. In 2018, his passion for people, projects, and processes led him to being a co founder at LinkedIn Local India. So, all you job aspirants, all you guys who are wanting to take your career to the next level, today's session is going to be a really important one for you. So, hold on to your seats and be ready to take off with me.
We are organizing career transitions by LinkedIn Local, powered by Super Seva.
People who want to change their verticals or people who want to reskill or upskill themselves.
We're getting all the people together to help them understand how career transition can happen.
A lot of things are there which has recently come up, and career transition becomes extremely important and extremely critical to discuss about.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, join me in welcoming the head of growth at LinkedIn Local India, Vivek Chadha. Hello and welcome, Vivek.
Hello, Avneet. How are you? Good evening. Thank you very much. That was quite an introduction.
So, firstly, Vivek, thank you so much for making this happen. I'm so excited.
Absolutely my pleasure. Absolutely my pleasure, my honor. And you're doing a great job at MindShift. It is about enhancing life and business. I started the venture which was called EYL, which stands for Enhance Your Life. And so I'm so excited to be on something that enhances people's lives.
Vivek, I think it's amazing that a not-for-profit initiative, and that too under the mother brand of LinkedIn, and the mere thought that taking online connections offline. It's amazing for a brand to even think about that, for LinkedIn to permit something like that to happen, because there's no other social media platform that does this. And very often we meet so many people, or at least we send requests and invitations, and we connect with people online. But beyond a point, that human interface, that human conversation does not happen. And in a time and age where all people read is your caption, what are your thoughts on how can we build authentic, long lasting relationships online and offline?
I think the true sense of creating an online or an offline connection is to first be yourself, be your authentic self. Because if you are trying to be somebody else, then the relationship is not sustainable. Meeting physically or meeting virtually is just a medium. You have to be authentically yourself. You cannot become somebody. And while it is important to not be casual, while you're talking to people and you're building a relationship, the relationship is a two-way street. Usually
mm,
what I've seen is that people get in touch with people only when you need something,
mm,
and that is a very transactional way of thinking. uh, if you see people, you should see what is it that you can give it to them. How can you help them? What is that you can give it to them more than they can give it to you? When you have that line of thought, automatically the relationship grows very interestingly, because the other person also wants to help you. Human beings have
mm.
the basic nature of being helpful.
Right? When you meet people, do you have like a elevator pitch that you use, and you come prepared, or at least with an outline of how you're going to introduce yourself, online or offline? Do you recommend having an elevator pitch?
If what
Mm,
we are going to say to the other person sounds rehearsed,
mm,
then the other person is going to figure out in a second.
mm,
So and this builds up over a period of time. You weave
mm,
a story in your head over a period
mm,
of time, that this is who you are, this is your identity, this is what you have
mm,
done.
mm,
So if so starting, you do not have the confidence. You are in college. I was in college. I did not have the confidence to go and talk to people and tell them who I am. Especially with
mm,
accomplished people who have done a lot, and I'm like underconfident. And what do I do? Then a good tip is that you need to understand, who are you, what do you want,
mm,
what is interesting to you. What are the topics
mm,
that you can discuss about, what are the subjects that you are masters of. If you are to touch on those subjects, then I'm the best person there.
mm,
So you think about these things, and when you go and talk to the other person, practice. See, I spoke to that person, this happened. And
mm,
go out and meet people, meet 100 people, for example, offline. Now obviously you
mm,
can go and meet people online, and then just be yourself and keep talking to people. And over a period of time, weeks, months, years, your identity, your confidence, and the way you speak and what you speak
mm.
is going to build upon.
What would be your top three tips to keep in mind whilst networking online?
So we need to understand, what is the intent. Our intent
Mm,
is that the work that we do, using that work, we are able to reach out to the right people. So
mm,
before we even reach out to the right people, we need to build an identity. So having the right LinkedIn profile, and then engaging through your meaningful posts.
mm,
LinkedIn provides you the opportunity to become a writer
mm,
with about 1,300 words. You can write those words in a meaningful manner, in a powerful manner, that helps reach out to people globally. you know
mm,
so if you write content that people like and adds value to people, do not worry about likes and comments and what people are going to think about you. But if you think you have put your authentic self into that, writing that post consistently, people are
mm,
going to find you. So that is the number
mm,
one rule of networking, that create your profile and engage in posts in such a manner that you are telling the world that I'm here and you can find me here.
mm.
The second rule of networking is empathy. I repeat that. Empathy, again, it is very, very important to respect the other person's time, the other person's position, and also respect if the other person is not responding to you.
Vivek, it brings me to my final question for today, which is, what is the single mind shift you would like every viewer to have?
The single mind shift that every viewer should have. I think uh, the one thing that I like to say is to have a growth mindset in any job that you want to get, in any relationship that you want to build. Everything starts from here. The biggest enemy of the human mind is the human mind. We
Mm,
talk ourselves into things so much that we don't realize that the power of thinking can really change things. And I will grow only when I commit mistakes.